TD Talk is our free text-based communication app that runs on the iPad or our purpose-built communication devices including the TD Pilot, the TD iSeries and the TD Navio range. We set out to make TD Talk as simple and intuitive as possible. So if you look at it and think, oh, that's just a keyboard, then we've achieved our design aims.
We need cheese, biscuits and milk.
However, behind this simplicity lies a wealth of incredible features to allow you to express yourself naturally and authentically. TD Talk learns your way of communicating, and it has lots of tools to help with efficiency.
Take an umbrella, it looks like rain.
Saying it your way,
See you later, potato.
and saying it quickly with the least effort are important design pillars of TD Talk.
Can you get a newspaper for me whilst you're at the shops?
These innovative tools for personalization and efficiency, along with groundbreaking features such as see-through mode, are all about enhancing your experience while maintaining your unique style of communication. TD Talk is designed to support users throughout their journey. If your access needs change and you need a new device, then there's no need to learn new software. Best of all that language learning and efficiency goes with you to your new device. Let's look at some of these innovative speed, efficiency and personalization features in more depth. In TD Talk, I'm presented with a very familiar keyboard. I can type by selecting letters with touch or eye gaze, and where available, I can select words from the prediction cells.
On Friday it is expected to be sunny.
TD Talk also has some fantastic innovations to speed up input. The inline prediction will offer me phrases I have used before, and I simply touch or gaze at the last word in the phrase offered to select it.
On Friday it is expected to be sunny.
I can also create my own abbreviation expansions to quickly call up my most commonly used phrases.
Please be patient. I am using a communication aid to talk.
Here's another example of an abbreviation expansion I've created.
Let's go out for a walk.
TD Talk has fantastic inline editing tools, meaning that you can simply gaze or touch at the area that you want to make a correction or change.
The weather is great for a change.
Holding two conversations at once? Well, that's not a problem with TD Talk's chat mode. Simply select this button on the left to switch between two message windows.
Yes, please.
Select it again to go back to your original message window. TD Talk features an expanding message window, perfect when you have more to say and want to see all of your message. The inline editing tools also work on this expanded message window. The speak and pause button allows you to control the flow of your speech.
Thanks for coming to my presentation.
Perfect when delivering a longer message and you want to pace your delivery.
Today I will be introducing the 5 key principles in developing an effective social media strategy for a small business.
The use of stored phrases is at the heart of TD Talk's drive for efficient communication.
Yes.
There are one-hit messages.
No.
For your most commonly used phrases.
I need help.
And a wealth of topic-based phrases are just 2 hits away.
Are you kidding? See you later.
Have you got a doctor's appointment coming up? Then why not create a new topic?
Hello, doctor. Thanks for seeing me. Can I get an appointment with the doctor?
Then populate it with things you know you need to talk to the doctor about.
It is affecting my sleep. These new tablets have really helped.
The same goes if you've got your grandchildren visiting.
There are some biscuits in the tin for you. How was school today?
Privacy is important on a communication aid. You can set any topic to privacy mode, and while turned on, Phrases will no longer be learned or displayed in the message window. Not only do the TD Pilot and iSeries give you great eye tracking outdoors,
I think we should cut the grass.
but you now have a better view of the world around you and the people you're talking to with TD Talk's incredible see-through mode. Your device will no longer obscure your view, as the screen background is the image from the rear camera. And you can even see through the translucent keyboard as you type.
The lawnmower is in the shed.
Turn this incredible feature on or off by using the button in the bottom right-hand corner of the off-screen menu. TD Talk also takes advantage of the partner screen on the rear of the TD iSeries and the TD Pilot. The screen can mirror your message window, or it can show that you're composing. Either way, it's a great aid to face-to-face communication, and it can help get your message across when having the volume up high might not be appropriate. A recent addition to TD Talk is the ability to copy and paste text from and to the message window. Imagine you've come across some news that you want to share with someone in the room. Here I'm selecting the text on the web page and copying it using TD Control. Look below the screen to launch Switcher and use this to go back to TD Talk.
Have you heard?
First, focus your gaze on the message window. Then select this button to paste your text.
Man City agree deal to sign AC Milan's Reinders.
Copying from the message window is also possible. If, for example, you say something that you then think I could send that in a text or post it on Facebook. First, focus on the message window, then select this button to copy the message window text to the clipboard. You can now paste that text to your favorite application. Here I'm posting it to Facebook using TD Control. TD Talk allows you to set separate dwell times for general buttons, keyboard letters, and prediction cells. This means you're able to whiz around a keyboard that you might be familiar with, but have a little bit more time to read the choices on prediction cells. Type sound feedback is a reassuring accessibility aid in TD Talk, often used by those just starting with eye gaze typing. When this option is turned on, TD Talk will make a gentle click sound so the user knows their selection has been accepted. This can help mitigate issues of missing letter selections when a user has not dwelled long enough on their chosen key. For those who can reliably press a switch, or those who struggle with eye gaze dwell selection, it may be that gaze and switch is a more effective selection method. Set this up under the activation menu for general buttons and under the keyboard menu for keyboard letters. With gaze and switch, you find the target with your eyes, but make the selection with a switch. For those who can manage a switch, gaze and switch is often the fastest and most error-free selection method for the eye tracker user.
Hello, how are you?
TD Talk has incredible support for different voices and languages. If you've banked your voice, then any 64-bit Sapphire personal voice is supported on our Windows devices.
This is a sample of how my Speak Unique voice sounds.
This is a sample of how John Little sounds.
On iOS devices, we support Model Talker, the Voice Keeper, Acapella My Own Voice, Apple Personal Voice, and any banked voice that can be configured as an Apple system voice.
This is a sample of how John Little's personal voice one sounds.
On iOS-based devices, it's very important to note that those voices that can be configured as Apple system voices will give you the best choices for using your iPad and voice for telephony, including FaceTime. Do you speak more than one language? If so, TD Talk has a whole selection of languages you can choose from. In this instance, I've downloaded French. This changes the keyboard layout, the prediction language, and the voice synthesizer.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Rob.
Selecting the globe symbol in the bottom left-hand corner of your keyboard will allow you to quickly switch between your downloaded languages. You'll see now that the keyboard layout is QWERTY, the predictions are in English, and you'll soon hear an English synthesizer.
Hello, my name is Rob.
With the inclusion of a cappella and nuance voices, and the recent addition of 200 Microsoft Neural voices, TD Talk on our communication devices now comes with over 480 voices supporting speakers of over 90 languages. With so many voices now being available, we've added tools to help you find the right voice quicker. You can now filter your voices by language, gender and age. You can now back up your user data to the MyToby Dynavox cloud. This includes prediction learnings, categories and stored phrases, and abbreviation expansions. This is reassuring if your device is ever lost, damaged or stolen, but it is particularly useful if you ever need to switch to a new device because of a change in access method. The user data will transfer even cross-platform between iOS and Windows and vice versa. This means all of your learned language and efficiency gains developed over time go with you to the new device. Do you want to go beyond communication? On our TD iSeries devices, TD Talk works as part of a fantastic collection of enabling software, allowing iTracker users to do what they once did or never thought possible. Look below the screen to call up the off-screen menu and then launch Switcher. Here you can quickly launch one of your favourite apps or switch to any program that's already open. TD Control gives you full control of your computer with your eyes. Perform any task you'd normally use a mouse or keyboard for. Take advantage of special modes for things such as gaming or drawing. Get back to doing the things you love on your computer with TD Browse. This web browser has been specifically designed for iTracker users. Innovative approaches to browsing mean you can get started straight away with very little learning. Make and receive calls, send and receive texts. Do it the accessible way with TD Phone. Do you want to go beyond communication on the iPad using your TD Pilot? TD Talk integrates perfectly with Apple's Assistive Touch tool for full control of the iPad OS environment.
Nice to see you. How is Matthew?
Launch Assistive Touch from the off-screen menu. You can then select Home from the top-level menu to return you to the iPad homepage. Now you can interact fully with the iPad OS environment and use your favourite apps and tools. Why not call your friends on FaceTime, send messages, catch up on Instagram, browse the web or do some online shopping. It's all made accessible with the TD Pilot and the Assistive Touch tool. Hopefully we've given you a flavour of how this incredible free app can support you on your communication journey and adapt if your needs change. It's packed with tools to help you keep pace with the conversation and communicate in a way everyone will recognise as you. Get TD Talk on the iPad App Store or reach out to us to learn more about our device range. Find out more at tobydynavox.com.